let's talk about how to study complex topics in short amount of time. During your school days, you memorize long list of names of countries, flowcharts, equations, etc. That means your brain is pretty smart. If you follow three strategies, you will be able to learn anything in short amount of time. First one, you need 3 sleep cycles for memory formation. That means if you have a week for an exam, you need to prepare ahead of time. In brain, memory is strengthened by the formation of new dendrites, new neurofilaments and neurotubules. These are formed of lipoproteins. Protein synthesis needs time. That is the reason to study effectively, you need to start ahead. If you study something on Monday, try to revise everything before you go to bed in the same day. Sometimes you may be tired and you won't be able to study the same day. Maybe you are sick, go ahead and sleep, but at least study on Tuesday. Study once and then go ahead and sleep. Wednesday you are going to revise other topic and take the same previously learned topic on Thursday and study again in the second time and sleep. During the weekend, study that same topic for the third time and then go ahead and sleep. After that, if you can revise once during Sunday night or Monday morning before the exam, you can perform really well. That means you need 3 sleep cycles for memory formation. Here is the point. If you can just study 3 times on Sunday or Saturday and get a quick sleep in between, that won't work. Reason? Long sleep cycles, minimum 6 hours of sleep is important because second half of your night will have REM sleep. So REM sleep is very important for the memory formation. That is the reason you need long sleep cycles. Okay. Second point is integrate all the learning strategies. Auditory, visual, reading, writing, tactile, etc. Go to your classes and listen to the topics. Then visualize that. For example, look at the books, charts, PowerPoints, tables, diagrams, etc. At least read once. Write things on the paper. Draw, sketch and label. Use newspapers or trash papers and just try to draw on it, right? That will help. Typing will not help because you need to prepare a PowerPoint, but that takes a long time. That's the reason writing on cheap papers will help you. Okay, and next is experience with the examples, practice, recreation, etc. Presentation, teaching others. This will help you to reinforce that memory, and integrating all these strategies will help. You heard about that practice makes you perfect. That's the reason you need to write and read over and over and over. I used to buy cheap papers and start writing and sketch and label things very quick, like use maybe 20 to 30 seconds and throw the paper away. And second time when you study, use this fresh paper and start over again. And third time, after that, you will be mastering that topic. Use color pens and pencils. The reason is your brain actually use color because brain will not visualize black and white. It visualize by color coding. That's the reason using color pens and pencil will help you. And the third point is use associative memory techniques. For example, you connect each other, the topics and terms. For example, if I tell you I have 2 brothers and one of my brothers' name is George, you're not going to remember that name after a couple of days. But instead, if I tell you I have a brother, my brother danced really well. He danced like Michael Jackson. And believe it or not, his name is Michael. In that case, you are going to remember that because you are going to visualize and you are going to connect things That is associative memory. That is very important. That is the reason mnemonics are very good way to learn early in your time. Memory formation. So quick tips, right? One of the examples, when I teach tuberculosis drugs, anti-tuberculosis drug, this is 4 drugs, a combination therapy anywhere in the world. These are the 4 drugs commonly used, very effective drugs. These drugs are the combination drugs, very different names. So students will be like freaking out at the first, right? But it will be very easy for them because I'll give you the mnemonics ripe therapy. So first time you start learning the first letters of the drug's name. After second and third time, when you write that drug name and pronounce that multiple times, you will remember that. Also, during the exam time, this is a combination therapy. So in the choice, you get like multiple drug names in all these choices. You can easily pick up that answer with that ripe therapy. So with the letters. So another point is index cards. You can use index cards. Some students like it. I seen students preparing index card in my classroom. Okay, that is not a good practice. The reason is you need to prepare index card after you study thrice or at least twice. The reason you need to learn the material before you prepare that index card. That's the only way you can comprehend that topic. Okay, otherwise it will be descriptive when you write the points in that. And last additional tip, how to master any topic. You can ask 5 W's: what, why, when, where, and which. Or for the drugs and pharmacology, you can ask questions like how, because mechanism, how it works. Those are very important points to remember. Any topics you get, if you can answer 3 of these questions, you are pretty much learning, right? So in that case, you will perform well. One example is, if I'm going to teach you chloroquine, if I'm telling you a drug name chloroquine, and you can ask question when you start studying, what is that drug? Why is it effective? So this is actually an anti-malarial drug. This drug is used to treat malaria. What is it? This is not an antibacterial drug. It is not the one effectively to kill bacteria, but it is an anti-parasitic drug. It is to kill parasite, right? So here is the point. Another point is how it works, how this mechanism. So these are the questions. After you do all this, you will be well prepared to present to others. Teach others. That is the best method to master the topic. Integrate. If you can answer all these questions and integrate, you can teach others and test yourself. Behave like a professor. If you are a professor, if you get a question, chloroquine, if you get like 3 or 4 slides content of chloroquine, how do you test that questions? So you practice those, you will be mastering the topic. In summary, study thrice. You need 3 sleep cycles for memory formation, and integrate different learning strategies, and repetition and connecting the topics are very important for associative learning. Hope this helps.